Hey guys, so we are going to take a break from our regularly scheduled curriculum, talk about COVID-19, the disease caused by the coronavirus. Not really the science of it by any means, but we're going to be making primary sources. So, as you know, a primary source is an account of an event created by someone who took part in or witnessed the event. So, you are taking part in the time of the pandemic because you're existing in it. You're witnessing things closing down. You're witnessing people changing their lifestyle a lot. You're witnessing doctors and nurses, at least maybe on the news or on the internet, being heroic during these times, in my opinion. So right now, like I said, you're living in historic times. So that means that in a few decades, when you're growing up, or I'm sorry, when you are grown up, teachers will be informing kids who right now haven't been born yet about this crazy time that we're living in. And they might even use primary sources of kids like you to show different perspectives of the event. So I want to kind of put this in perspective, so to speak. So in 1918, there was actually another pandemic, and it was called the 1918 flu pandemic. So it was a flu that was just really bad. And this is an example of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the U.S. This is a primary source. So you're not going to be writing a newspaper, right? Because I guess you can, but that wouldn't necessarily be a realistic primary source unless you're publishing it. But this is, a published newspaper written by a journalist during the time saying that Pittsburgh was under quarantine. So this is approximately 100 years ago, 102 years ago to be exact. So it's kind of crazy how history repeats itself in some ways sometimes. And then this is something I want to talk about. So it was called Spanish Influenza Reaches Burlington. So again, this is another primary source, but we see something interesting here. Spanish influenza. So, you might think, oh, does that mean that it started in Spain? No, actually. During the time, the World War I was going on. And so the US and a lot of other countries were trying to avoid publishing information that they thought would scare people or create more negative thoughts because we're already in a war and they didn't want to add to that. So one of the only countries that was actively publishing information about this in the beginning was Spain. So it became known as the Spanish flu. That can cause problems because it can cause judgment or bias against Spanish people, even though it actually is believed to have started. Actually, they don't know. I shouldn't even say. But there's different theories as to where it has started, but none of them say Spain. So just something interesting to think about. Influenza spreading. Can't remember where this one was, but it talks about there is a ban on all public gatherings, closed schools, churches, and movies in an increasing number of towns in the state. And so that's interesting to kind of see that again. And these, again, are newspaper articles. I'm not going to read all the masks were used. So if you start to see people wearing more masks. And then this was one, I'm not going to read it to you, but this is like another personal account. So this is kind of more like what you would come up with because it's just people's thoughts on what was happening at the time versus an actual newspaper article. So you are going to write a primary source. It can be a diary entry, a letter, a poem, etc. about how this time is going for you. If you want to include a picture, that's great, but you don't have to. You can include how you feel. You can include what you're doing to keep safe and pass the time. You can include your opinions about what's happening. You could include, your predictions. You could say what your parents are doing, maybe like how you're organizing going to the grocery store, or ways that, maybe if your parents are essential workers, what are they doing to be heroes during this time, because they truly are. And anything like that. So you can be creative. but you will go ahead and delete this and start typing there. And write me, I would say, at least 5 sentences, at least 5 to 10, I think you can do. But yeah, let me know if you have questions.